Hello, it's Michael Lennox from the NPA Local Integration Lead. I wanted to share some thoughts around the risk and reward of the new pharmacy contract and how it links to you getting integrated locally to a new level. Having a growing and evolving national contract is critical to our future role and revenue in community pharmacy. Everyone appreciates the current deal freezes our funding and yet will ask new and more of us in services as it develops. So let's have a look at the new contract framework itself. So it landed in September and already CPCS 111 and PQS are kicking in. So there are 4 pillars of delivery themselves. Firstly, community pharmacy will move to a more clinically significant role, and that will be within the context of primary care networks. Secondly, as we further integrate, our future with wider NHS services will focus on urgent and emergency care. So we'll move from CPCS 111 to including CPCS GP. Secondly, we will also prevent and deliver more on public health and dial up a role on safe and effective medicines usage. Community pharmacy will also need to have a think about how it delivers stuff, so the operational platform by which we free ourselves up to do more services. And lastly, the purpose of addressing you today, we will need to reach out to primary care networks. Baking ourselves into primary care networks with collaborative working is our route to success for the future. Our route to success for successfully delivering a new wave of services, and hence it's baked into PQS to ensure that we actually get involved. So, NHS England are actively developing a PCN connected future for us. So let's have a look at what that looks like in terms of our role within a primary care network. Well, we know we're going to be stepping up further to minor illness. We know we're going to have to build strong links with primary care network pharmacists, and building that connected pharmacy system is absolutely critical to our success in the future. We also know that we're going to be asked to step up into key delivery roles in topics such as cardiovascular disease. And we know we have an opportunity potentially to do the doing of the pharmacists in practice. So it is worth reaching out and exploring locally to see if your primary care network and the GPs within it might wish to work with you actually as their clinical pharmacists within the practice. Lastly, this expanded clinical role is coming, and can we drive that to expand the revenue by optimizing what we do locally as well as what we do nationally? We certainly need to empty the 2.6 billion pot of money on services ourselves, and we need to take every opportunity we can locally to bring more money on top of that into our revenue streams. So, getting stuck in. Well, firstly, PQS actually will ask us to think locally and then link locally by becoming leads. There is an expectation on the PCNs that they will actively reach out and work with us, and that will kick in from 2020, but actually some are already doing that right now. So as we begin to connect with PCNs, the LPCs will be a vital part of what can be made to happen. Ask yourself the question, what's happening in your LPC? Have you connected to your LPC? Do you know what they're doing to help you with this? It's important that we actually think beyond just our own businesses as well. Somebody that's going to step up to be a lead needs to step up on behalf of the entire community pharmacy network within the primary care network, typically 9 or 10 pharmacies. So let's have a think about why community pharmacy should get involved. Let's have a look at the points in turn. So firstly, the future development of local service is definitely going to be influenced by primary care networks. They in turn will influence what CCGs and STPs begin to develop and deliver. It will be the local focus for primary care provision, and folks, we are part of Team Primary Care for the future. It will allow us the opportunity to work with other providers and potentially subcontract on services and shape what we do in the context of local population health. There will be opportunities by PCNs, but only if we engage collectively with other pharmacies as well. We have to act like a community pharmacy network within the primary care network. If we're not part of PCNs, the risk is we will be bypassed. We'll have our national contract, which hopefully will grow and evolve, but we will miss out on the opportunity to actually do things locally. And sixthly, point not on the slide, the PQS money itself. So be the lead, take the opportunity, step up, consider what it might do for you, your business and community pharmacy locally. So to reiterate then, the NPA position, well look, fundamentally the shift to services is implied in the new contract, though it's not the complete thing yet. The new contractual framework for pharmacies in England presents an opportunity for those that can build on the strength of their relationships with patients and others, i.e. pharmacies and primary care networks, to deliver these high quality, compassionately caring services, reaping the rewards professionally and commercially. So the NPA position is to have 400, 500, 600 out of the 1,200 odd primary care networks as leads. So that is why we're talking to you today, and that is what we would like to see. So the thing is, typically we take too long to adopt the new. We saw that with things like MURs, and this is not an opportunity for the few. We need this to be for the many, and the many need to act together at once. So 1,259 primary care network needs need to be nominated and logged on PQS during February, but it needs sorting right now. So to close, remember it's about connecting, collaborating and co-creating that stronger locally enabled future. If we can build trust, we can create value, and if we can take the value that we create in a primary care network and grow our role and the revenue that goes with it, we have a chance of improving where we're at in terms of a sustainable future. So fundamentally we need you to build the biggest, strongest primary care lead independent pharmacy network possible. And I would appeal to you to think about how you can step up to be a primary care network lead within your own patch. Thank you for your time, much appreciated. And my contact details are on the screen. And if you have any questions or would like any further support, please do not hesitate to contact me personally by email, and I will come straight back to you. Thank you again.